Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Bitcoin price is running into a very important level of support, and also Bitcoin is forming a brand new pattern. But just before getting further into that, we have some Bitcoin news today. And in case you haven't heard already, Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal are suspending operations over in Russia, and this strongly relates to one of the reasons why Bitcoin is fundamentally valuable. But let's take a quick look at what is going on here. First of all, Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal are suspending operations in Russia as the companies announced on Saturday, obviously citing what's going on between Ukraine and Russia. According to a press statement, Visa will begin working to discontinue transactions in Russia, but it will take a few days. And in fact, what Visa's statement officially said was, once complete, all transactions initiated with Visa cards issued in Russia will no longer work outside the country, and any Visa cards issued by financial institutions outside of Russia will no longer work within the Russian Federation. So essentially, Visa has just cut off everyone within Russia from the rest of the world and cut off the rest of the world from Russia. And also we have MasterCard saying that in addition to blocking some Russian financial institutions, it will also end support for any cards issued by Russian banks and block transactions from cards issued outside of Russia. And earlier on Saturday, there was an official letter by the PayPal CEO announcing a similar shutdown. So to be clear, some transactions can still happen within Russia using some of these services, but cross-border transactions are not expected to work. And so obviously this is going to negatively affect a lot of people within Russia and even people outside of Russia that were previously dealing with Russia. And so because of all of this happening, there are a lot of people turning to crypto as one of the last few options, because outside of centralized financial companies like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, banks, there's not really a lot of other options out there besides perhaps cash or crypto. But in the case of Russia, cash isn't really a good option as well, because if you look at the Russian ruble, it has just collapsed around 40% in 2 weeks, making it far more volatile than something like Bitcoin. So for a lot of people out there, that really does narrow down the options to something like crypto, because of course with crypto specifically, the more secure blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum, no bank, no company, and no government can freeze a Bitcoin transaction. And crypto, unlike the traditional financial system, is open 24/7 and available in every single country on the planet. And obviously I would have liked to say that under better circumstances, but unfortunately this is the reality for a lot of people out there. But anyway, now jumping into the Bitcoin chart, this is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and right now we are running into the golden pocket, which, as I said yesterday, should be acting as at least some short-term support for Bitcoin, and that is coming into play in between 38,000 and 38,500. And at the same time as Bitcoin running into this level of support, the RSI on the 4-hour chart is very close to oversold territories. In fact, we've basically been scraping along oversold territories for around a day now. And if you're looking in the 4-hour MACD, technically speaking, this is still trending to the downside, but if you're looking in the histogram, the bears are indeed losing some of this momentum, at least in the shorter term over the past 1 day or so. And if you're zooming into the 2-hour time frame, we are forming a small bullish divergence between the Bitcoin price and the Bitcoin RSI. But because this is only really visible on the 2-hour chart, I wouldn't necessarily expect a massive pump to the upside due to this bullish divergence. Instead, I will just be expecting some reduced bearish momentum in the shorter term, so possibly some sideways price action. And in order for this to flip bullish again in the shorter term, we need to see a continued uptrend in the price oscillators. But not only on the 2-hour chart, we also need to confirm this over on the 4-hour time frame, which we have not done just yet. And if we're zooming further out to the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, of course the parabolic stop and reverse indicator is still sitting in the red ever since this point right up here. And also we do have both the 12-hour RSI and the 12-hour MACD pointing to the downside. And obviously this is nothing new for the subscribers out there, because I have been talking about all of this ever since around this point right up here. So on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, technically speaking, we are still remaining somewhat bearish here, at least as of right now. But one thing to keep an eye on is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, which is still sitting in extreme fear. And if this index is going further into extreme fear, that is how you know that the Bitcoin price is approaching some sort of bottom, similar to what we saw around a month ago. And if you're looking at that point on the chart, that was right around here, as the Bitcoin price was approaching a shorter term bottom just before another move back to the upside. So just keep that in mind. And while we're here on the daily Bitcoin chart, of course, we still have that strong level of resistance at around 45,000. And as I've been saying for a while now, any bullish price action that we see below 45K is only shorter term bullish price action. So in order for the Bitcoin price to play out a much larger bullish reversal, we must break above 45,000. And what is very interesting is if you're looking at the total crypto market cap, so this is Bitcoin's market cap combined with every single altcoin's market cap. And as of right now, the entire crypto market is sitting at around 1.7 trillion US dollars. And as I said, said, this is very interesting because if you're looking at the pattern that we are forming in the total crypto market cap, technically speaking, this is a descending triangle pattern, which is technically a bearish pattern, but we did see a very similar descending triangle pattern formed during June and July last year. And then the moment the total crypto market cap broke above this descending line of resistance, that is when we confirmed a further recovery back to the upside. And right now, this line of resistance is coming into play at around 1.9 trillion US dollars, and this line of support is coming into play at around 1.5 trillion US dollars. And if you made it this far in the video, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And if you want to make more money in crypto, whether or not prices are going up or down, these two videos popping up right here are definitely for you. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.